Hey, hey. Today I want to talk to you about how doing less actually helps you do more in your life. I've learned this from experience, and I'm sure you might know this too. If you've ever been in a situation where you're feeling really rushed, like you're hurrying, you're rushing around, like maybe you're running late and you're rushing around the house and you're grabbing things and blah, blah, blah. And then that's when you knock something off the counter, or like you can't find your keys, but they were in your pocket the whole time. And like, right, because you're rushing around and you're trying to get all this stuff done so you get out the door so you can get to the place and blah, blah, blah. And then that's when things actually start not going very well. Like you start to not have as good a judgment. You're not checking in with yourself. You're not noticing nuances even as you're, driving in traffic to get to the place, right? And it ends up that at that point it feels like you're hitting every red light and people are driving crazy and you accidentally took a wrong turn because you weren't really thinking right, because you're hustling, you're moving so fast. And that can happen even when we are working towards things that we want to do, even when we're doing our new practices, when we're growing, we're changing, we're doing our self-work, we're starting our business, and we have our long list of things that we need to work on in order to get going, or we just started the new job, or we have the kids' schedule, and so on and so forth, right? I could go on and on. And on top of it, we have other people coming into our lives because we're kind, we're compassionate, we're big-hearted, we do a lot, we love to help, right? And because we are so capable and together, and we bring so much goodness to everything that we do, people ask us for help too. And we love that. We want to say yes. We want to help. We want to do the things. And so on top of all the other stuff that we are doing, that's all good things, right? We also have things coming into our lives too that we need to make choices around. Are we going to do that or are we not? And I have found, and I was just talking with a friend about this the other day, because it's the common thing. Sometimes the busier we get, like the busier you are, the busier you get still. And that's kind of that whole example that I give you of, like, even when you're running around the house and you suddenly have to get out of the house, and like it's like as soon as you start getting really busy and piling on all the stuff in the to-do list, it just like opens the door for even more stuff to come in, and then you're not checking in with yourself anymore. And then you're like, why did I say yes to doing this thing over there? And why did I say yes to doing this? That's not even what I want to do. That's totally off topic. That's totally not even in alignment with my goals. It's just that you're now like in this speed pattern where you're not actually cognating on where you want to put your energy and what you want to be spending your time on, and so on and so forth. So oftentimes when we are in that state, it can be really hard to slow down. But all it takes is like an hour or a half hour or a moment or an evening, like switching your little routine up, your busy routine up in one way, in order to just decompress and to check in and say, okay, where is my energy leaking? What do I actually want to put my time and energy towards? Like someone said to me one time, tons of us do tons of things that like move the needle, but it doesn't move it like forward in our lives. Like we just sort of like hold steady at this like weird middle ground where we're not actually progressing into anything because we're doing a bunch of stuff, a bunch of busy things that maybe are worthwhile and make us feel like we have value and a sense of worth and so on and so forth. And yet it's not actually moving the needle forward in our lives and getting us where we want to go. So what I have found is when I'm able to practice just being in stillness and checking in with myself, even at the beginning of each day, or checking in with my to-do list, or checking in every time something comes into my sphere wanting my attention or asking something from me, to really, really sit with it, is that where I want to put my energy? And also knowing that when I get to that point when I'm so busy and I'm doing so much and I'm saying, now I'm just like in this automatic state of just saying yes without thinking about it, that I can always, when I come back and decompress and center and reevaluate everything, I can always go back And I have total permission to change my mind, to say no, and to say the honest thing to people. Like, you know what? I overextended myself. I really don't have it in my time, in my life, in my sphere to do this. But thank you. And, you know, being willing to let things go once you've started them. So often we're told, like, you know, you got to stick to your commitments. Let your yes be yes, let your no be no. And I agree with that. I agree with that. You don't want to be the kind of person who's always saying yes and then canceling. But sometimes, in order to get back on track, it's okay to say, I got to get back on track, and to let some things go, and to cancel some commitments, and to drop out of things in order to do the things that actually move the needle forward in your life to get you where you want to be. So, remember, even if you're in a hurry, even if you're running late, it takes seconds, 30 seconds to just stop, breathe, recenter, feel your body here and now in this space, and make decisions from that point, right? From a place of clarity and ease, and also from alignment with your desires and what you're actually trying to do to move the needle forward in your life. I hope you find that helpful. I'm Jessica Amos. I'm a mindfulness and meditation teacher. I am the founder of Stay With Yourself, which is the practice of being who you are, where you are, honoring yourself in each moment. And I'm also a life transformation coach, and this is the sort of things I work on with clients. And it's really, really fun to find out that life can be easy, it can flow well, we can be at peace, and we can still live a beautiful life where we are achieving things and going after things that bring us deep joy, happiness, and purpose. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Have a beautiful day. Bye.